Sapa kang hubay, anda budu, sama kang ngagai, anda laju. Kepala Menteri Sarawak tu, labana kutu ukai seminar nyadi, tuai laut, tuai murut, tuai melanau, tuai selakau, tuai iban, tuai kayan, tuai kelabit, utai ukit, tuai berketan, tuai penan, tuai berdayuh, tuai memaluh, tuai Cina, tuai semua bangsa masuk tuai tambi. Aku tu mai semua bangsa bekerjasama, segulai sekunci, sesingkang sekaki, senada searti, setapak sejari, mulih ke pemain hingga pemidik, mulih ke pengerai hingga penyamai, mulih ke penyanang ngagak pengeladang, tanah Sarawak bumi kenyalang. Hoa. For your information, that poem on Nyabakde was written by none other than Datuk Amal Lendat Ringi Anak juga. And I agree with what he said. Jadi, kaban aku, Kak William, Kak Makal Manyin, Kak Awang Aspia, Kak menteri-menteri lain, semuanya kaban aku. Terima kasih kita sudi nyemput aku kat malam tu. Jadi guest of honor to tell you what I think of the present situation in Sarawak and your role that you play in our social cultural life. I have been your chief minister for the last 18 or 19 months. In a very short time, less than 2 years, I think we have made 38 decisions which are of benefit, we hope, to the people of Sarawak. Among the first decision that we made was we don't want the non-Muslim Bumi Putra in Sarawak, the Iban, the Bedayuh, the Orang Ulu, etc., to be called lain-lain. No more lain-lain. You have your culture, you have your budaya, you have your tradition. You are a proud people, and you have an identity all by yourself. You are not therefore lain-lain. And we all sing Negaraku. Not only West Malaysia, in Sarawak we also sing Negaraku. I told the Prime Minister about this. I told him the trouble with you people in West Malaysia is that you think Bumi Putra is only Malay and Muslim. In Semenanjung, maybe that is true. But our country, Sarawak and mungkin Sabah, bukan aja laut, bukan aja Cina, bukan aja Tambai, bisa ke Orang Ulu, bisa ke Iban, bisa ke Kayan, ke Kenyah, mayu kepada lain. And they are human beings too, with their own culture and tradition. Why do you refer them as lain-lain? No more. If you find the word lain-lain in the Borang, cancel it. Put your own race. Be proud of what you are. I think we have been humiliated long enough. Number two, there is religious freedom in Sarawak. Nobody is going to tell you how you worship your God. Bumi Putra here means Dayak, Bedayuh, Iban, etc. Christians, Methodists, Catholic, Anglican, Seventh-day Adventist, SIB, Methodist, etc., etc. And let them practice their religion the way they are, the way they have always been, and they can use the word Allah anytime. And they can put that in the Bible in Bahasa Malaysia. Let religion, let it not be a point of difference for us to quarrel. Leave it alone. Live as it is. My religion says, to me, my religion, to you, your religion. Anak enggak ngikut orang Melayu kalidun. Tiap hari berbentis pasal agama. Bodoh kau. Ikut ke cara kita Sarawak tu. Keputusan lain dah disebut tadi, hanya aku nanya kita. Minyak, gas, dekat Miri, benua Mirik, benua Mukah, benua Bintulu, siapa pun. Kita akan pun. Kerana di Sarawak. Punya di Terengganu, di Pahang, aku si peduli. Suka hatinya saya. Tapi punya di Sarawak, aku ambil peduli. Because it is Sarawak, I ambil peduli. Apa arti aku jadi Ketua Menteri Sarawak, aku si peduli hal Sarawak. Anak nguli aku si peduli. So I've talked to Petronas. They have agreed, not all, they have agreed to reserve contracts for Sarawak companies. They have increased their corporate social responsibility. Yes, I admit I have not yet succeeded in increasing the royalty from 5 to 20. But let me tell you, Nyo Gadin Puncak Mahligai, sayang ketupat berisi inti, hancur daging, tulang bercerai, belum berhenti. It will take short time, long time, doesn't matter. Because it is our right. One of the things I thought to myself when I became Chief Minister was how to help poor people, how to help rural people. You know, in Sarawak, if you want to find where are the rich people, go to the town. If you want to find out where are the poor people, go to the rural areas. And that is one reason why there is rural-urban migration. That is why our population that used to be 80% rural, 20% urban, now is about 50-50. Because they find a more pleasant life in the towns than in the rural areas. Semua kemudahan di bandar dah cukup. Elektrik kah, paip kah, jalan raya kah, apa kah. Di luar bandar semua si cukup. Ada, bukan si ada. Tapi tidak cukup macam di Semenanjung. Why cannot we be like them also? If they have their north-south highway, we have our Borneo highway. Sama kita berlagu negaraku. I don't want for us after 50 years to be left behind. No more. Cukup nunggu 50 tahun. Kalau 50 tahun lagi nunggu, akik dah parai, apa dah parai, kita pun nak parai juga. Tak cukup nunggu. So I want to bring back dignity to the people of Sarawak. We have been humiliated long enough by the Brooke family, by the Japanese, the British colony, and the early part of Malaysia. No more. Don't let them humiliate us anymore. That is what I want to do. I have cancelled ferry services. I've reduced ferry services to $1 mighty for every crossing. You in Kuching might not think this is a great thing because you don't use the ferry. But in the rural areas where there are no bridges, they use the ferry every day. Imagine paying $10, $15 for one crossing. Seni nak boleh duit. Cost of living the night, GST pun the night, udah mai GST, udahlah, apa lagi? So reduce by $1, suka hatinya. And toll Sungai Lanang Bridge, no more. Baram, no more. And one more aku lagi kira. 2 to go, 1 more to go. And by the end of the year, I hope to be able to make a very pleasant argument, a pleasant reason for the abolishment of all tolls in Sarawak. No toll in Sarawak, I don't want it. The Borneo Highway will be no toll. Masih tol nak ibu pada tutup aja. Tol, T-O-L tambah O-L jadi tolul. We don't want to be tolul. And we are very capable people. There are many things I want to do that we want to do. But 2 years is a very short time. 2 years is a very short time. You cannot see the results yet. So that is why I'm asking for at least 5 more years so that we can achieve some of the things we set out to do. I want state powers which was given to federal government to come back to Sarawak. Macam-macam kuasa kita dulu diambil oleh KL. Now I want it back, hence empowerment. That is the reason. The talks are going on now, and I think we have agreed on some points. Our State Secretary, our KSN, is working out the details so that we will exercise full autonomy. Anang kat Jaku aja autonomi, nak nemu apa ke utai autonomi. Mesti ada kandungannya, in fact. Lagi, we have lived together all these many years, Melayu, Cina, Iban, Melayu, etc., in peace and harmony. Keep it that way. And that is why I am not permitting any of these racial bigots like Ibrahim Ali or Redwan T to come to Sarawak. Pintu tutup untuk mereka. And any more racists and so on, whether either Malay, Chinese, whatever, tutup, don't come here, don't bring your poison to Sarawak. And one step further, we don't want, kalau boleh, menteri parti-parti yang berasal dari Semenanjung operate di Sarawak. Nah ibu, we can take care of ourselves. We don't want UMNO, we don't want MIC, we don't want MCA, we don't want DAP, we don't want PKR, we don't want party PAS, etc., etc. We want Sarawak-based party founded by Sarawakian, because who knows about Sarawak better than Sarawakian themselves? I don't claim to know about Negeri Sembilan or Kedah, I don't know. So they don't claim to be knowledgeable about Sarawak. Just a decision alone, macam education. Kadang-kadang terasa pelajaran flip-flop. Flip-flop, sekali tuk, sekali ya, sekali tuk, sekali ya. Bahasa pengantar, sains dan teknologi, English. Kaya tukar Melayu lagi. Kaya tukar English lagi. Bukan penin pala. The children are penin pala. Napa no lekot tu? Leave it alone, be consistent, and we want English. Not because it is the language of the Anglo-Saxon, spoken only by people in England. It is an international language, a language of science, and the language of technology, the language of literature, the language of the United Nations, and other electronic communication. It is the language. Dan kita pura-pura si tahu. You can promote both English and Bahasa at the same time, so that we will at least be bilingual. You know the reason why there's so many graduates unemployed? Hundreds of, tens of thousands. Most of them are Malay medium. Nak nemu je kat English. And the employers don't want to employ them for international relations and so on. No more. I want to emphasize on English and Bahasa at the same time. And UCS, Sekolah Cina. If you don't recognize them, you will lose out. All the universities, except public universities, recognize them. All recognize them, except public universities. And we keep on losing the bright students to Singapore, who take them in. It's a great waste if we don't. And in Sarawak, Bumi Putra go to Chinese school. Go to Chinese school. You ask Yang Muhammad Nancy there. She said in the newspaper that her children go to Chinese school. That is why they all become as clever as the mother. I don't know about the father lah. But being practical. Jangan to be carried out too much by all this nationalism. We are already independent, napa lagi. So these are the things we have to decide on. I have to wait for the court decision on the matter of Pemakai Menua and Pulau Galau. I cannot make any decision on this matter now because I'm awaiting the decision of the federal court. Knowing then, I will know how to react. This matter has been bugging me all this time, how to resolve this thing. And that is why I decided no more plantation. Sudah, cukup. Commercial plantation, no more. Cukup sudah. Ajar seluruh Sarawak tu sawit. Except of course for Salkra, Pelkra, LCDA sebagainya. But no more commercial. And orang curi kayu. Alamak. Curi kayu macam nenek yang bunuh hutan. Tebang kiri, tebang kanan, suka hatinya. Now no more. We have achieved some degree of success. I think I report to say that nearly 30 of our sawmill have closed down. Tutup, bankrupt, bagus, nyaman rasanya. Pandai yang curi. Kadang-kadang pegawai hutan pun korup. Makan suap. Pura-pura si tahu. Nak ia berlaku di bawah hidung nyempun. Pura-pura si tahu. Ada mata buta. Ada telinga bengal. Ada lidah bisu. Karenanya sudah disuap. Not all, of course. But I know of some. And that is why this carries on. And this will continue. The fight will continue until they give up. It will take some time, but they will give up in the end. We must have a proper policy on the exploitation of our forests so that it becomes a sustainable resource. So these are the things that we plan to do. With regard to division, we'll see. We just increase the number of districts, sub-district, and one extra division. Wait, see how it works. Then I might consider increasing the number of districts and so on, so that government will be nearer to the people. Can you imagine if you live in Barrio and you want somebody to witness your statutory declaration, you have to go to Miri. You have to get someone to witness the declaration because there is no magistrate or no commissioner for oath in Barrio. Takkan bodoh. So at least one will go. Nyaman, bapa belanja pergi mula sigi statutory declaration. Communication. Aku harap Borneo Highway akan membuka negeri Sarawak dari Lundu sampai ke Lawas. It will open up the country, will have a multiplier effect. It will generate other industries macam North-South Highway in Semenanjung. That is what we want for Sarawak. And because we can do it. We can do it. Have faith in ourselves. Boleh kita tu. Orang Sarawak memberi peluang. Boleh. They can do it. Banyak penyanyi kita, they may name for themselves overseas and in Semenanjung. Give them the chance, they can do it. So have faith in yourself. Don't look down upon yourself. Be proud of what you are. So ladies and gentlemen, terima kasih. Congratulations for what Yayasan Budaya has done for the community in a very quiet way. You have done a lot for the community. Only, as I told Dato' Amalinggi, not much publicity. People don't know what you are doing. But Linggi said, oh, we don't need the publicity, we just do it. I know. But it has to have publicity once in a while to show that you are doing something. Thank you very much. Selamat gawai ke jauh po. Lagi jauh. Atau jauh dah kawan dulu, kalau ramai. Bulan Jun kalau you, kalau setahun buat jangan kawan. Kita doa panjang umur, murah rezeki. Terima kasih. And if you want me to sing, boleh. I'll tell you, Elvis Presley sounds like me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh.